lights and the feel around the team about this Friday's game, not just as a season opener, but also as a sort of a stadium opener with the newly remade Chapman?
We're anxious for tonight. I think the players are obviously super anxious, and we've even taken it up another notch. Obviously, we're starting at 5 so that we can get under the see how the sun's going to set at Chapman Field, practice under the lights. We're going to break out our new uniforms tonight just to kind of get the cobwebs off, take those things out. Let's get out there, make sure everything fits, make sure everything's ready to go. So, the guys are already excited about being under the lights. Now we're breaking out new uniforms. So I'm hoping, that everybody really gets kind of excited, maybe takes a little bit of those first night jitters that I know are going to be there Friday. Hoping we get a few of those maybe out tonight, get those guys running around in a uniform and get it feeling like game day and try and replicate game day as much as we can. So it's going to be a fun night for sure.
Okay, and you kind of talked about it, but how helpful is it to get under the lights a few days before the actual opener as far as picking up the ball and the lights and getting used to a new setting?
I think it's huge. I mean, obviously Chapman Field's always had its own intricacies, and now it's going to have a whole new set. And we talked about when the sun sets, how are the new bleachers going to play? Is there going to be a glare? What defenders are going to be, have that, in their vision? So we're going to have to look at that. But again, just getting out there with the lights on, having the guys, because there's going to be that initial awe of looking around, like we're in the cornfield in Field of Dreams. Wow, they built it, and everybody's coming. So I think it'll be great to get out there. And again, the best positive, I know those guys are going to have some jitters, and let's just get out there tonight and maybe get some of them out.
Okay, and with nearly all the renovations complete, how does it feel as a coach to, just kind of have it all the way, just not having to worry about game times and whether or not you can change it to a night game or any distractions besides baseball?
It kind of hit me on the radio last night with Stephen King because, for the last 5 weeks, it's been fun. Hey, how's baseball? How's Chapman? And it's been, it's exciting. Bleachers are going up. Light poles are going up. And, now it's kind of time to go, and the fun, the newness, the look at this construction, look at this tractor, those days have come and gone. It's now time to play, and Friday night when we leave the park, we're either going to be 1-0 or 0-1, and so it kind of hits you that it's here, and all the warm and fuzzies of the construction and the new field, which has been really pushing us through this first 3 weeks of practice. Now it's time to play. Now it's time to put the uniform on and really see what the product looks like. And, and I keep reminding our guys, it's time to play baseball. It's time to go back to being baseball players, So it'll be fun. I mean, guys are anxious for this weekend and anxious to compete. And that's what I'm anxious to see is, now that the construction is over, now that this big lead up to the new facility is over, now it's time to going back to playing baseball again. And when we left off last year, we were on an incredible high, playing great baseball, probably as good as ever has been played in this program. And there's a big, a big gorilla in the room that we need to continue that, and this program's really taken off. And I think the seniors, the older guys understand the responsibility of continuing the general success of the program. And hopefully that's what we see this weekend.
Well, anytime that you go to university, you want to leave it better than the way you found it. And I think we've been doing that both on the field and off. When we first got here about, 4.5 years ago, everything was chain link around here, had chain link backgrounds, tennis courts were just on this side. School's making some improvements, and we've made some big strides on the baseball field as well. Team's getting better, we're getting better players, and that's a tribute to the hard work that the players put in, as well as the hard work that the coaches put in recruiting and making sure that we're able to compete at the very best.
Okay, and finally, what should the fans expect on Friday when they come out to the renovated Chapman Field?
A place to sit, is the new part. We've gone from a seating capacity of, 75 to about 750. So it's going to be really neat just to see the people. And obviously, AEP sponsoring the night, doing seat cushions, which is one, it's neat to have a giveaway. Two, going and sit in the bleachers, new seat cushions. Everything's going to be kind of neat. But I think people should get there a little bit early and see some of the, just see us doing our thing before the game starts. And there's going to be atmosphere now. There's going to be game day atmosphere that I think Chapman Field's been lacking a little bit. And let me say this, Chapman's always been a great venue to watch baseball with the built-in berm, the bay, the water behind us. Now, but it's become the total package. More seating behind home plate, lights, so we can play, night games. I just think it's going to be a great atmosphere now for college baseball.